Hello and welcome to Hooray! Today we are going to learn about the speaking component in the IELTS test. We're going to look at part 2 in detail. The topic for part 2 is describe a person. Here's a description of the speaking test. The time is 11 to 14 minutes. There are 3 parts in this test and every test is recorded. Part 1 is the general or self-introduction part, which is 4 to 5 minutes. Part 2 is the cue card topic, where you have to prepare for 1 minute and speak for 2 minutes. Part 3 is the discussion on the cue card topic, which is again for 4 to 5 minutes. Here are the speaking criteria that they assess you on. 1 is fluency and coherence. You have to speak fluently. Occasional hesitation is acceptable. Coherent and well-structured talk is required. And relevant information should be included. Lexical resource, that means wide range of vocabulary. Use idiomatic language. Some mistakes are accepted. Use adjectives of quality and varied jargon. Grammatical range and accuracy is the third criterion, where you need to use different sentence structures like simple, compound, and complex sentences. You need to use tenses accurately and a lot of more other grammatical topics. The fourth criterion is pronunciation. Use correct intonation, connected speech, good word and syllable stress. Here's a sample question. You need to describe a person you admire. Under that, you should say who the person is, what he or she is like, and why you admire him or her. In the following 3 slides, we are going to look at each of these questions in detail and look at one of the model answers. The first question is who the person is. You can introduce the person here. You could give comparisons. For example, you could say, generally, people may have admiration for a celebrity like a singer or an actor, but for me, there is a person who is considered my role model, and now I would like to talk about my manager. And then you can go on to say what he or she is like. So you're going to further describe the manager here. So you've got to give background information and expand your answer. So this is one of the model answers. As a student with relatively little experience in the finance industry, I feel lucky to have a talented mentor at work who keeps an eye on my professional training as well as daily life matters. I still recall the first time we met. He struck me as warm and engaging. We were introduced at the interview where everything was formal. Soon we started talking like long-lost friends. We discovered that we shared so many common interests and background. I was quite stressed then, but his politeness and bright smile brought a sense of ease, and I did fairly well at the interview. So here, the person has described the manager in detail. Next, you can go on to explain further why you admire him or her. As an intern, I was required to be present at the office daily, because of which I had many interactions with him. His strength and motivation enabled me to work on my skills. He never beats about the bush when it comes to criticism, so my performance could be enhanced. Specifically, he advises me never to let my English out of practice so that I can maintain my English at an advanced level. Lastly, I should also mention the reason why I admire my manager. He has many years of experience in the industry, besides a deep rooted understanding of where I come from. Though people may be taken aback at times by how resourceful he is, yet that has proved to be an impressive characteristic about him. I have therefore ended up admiring him as a role model who is brilliant, passionate, and diligent. So here you can notice that this answer has good collocations and phrases, and there are good examples given as to why this person admires his manager or her manager. Let's look at some useful vocabulary and collocations for this topic. Role model, which means a person looked up to by others as an example to be imitated. Intimate means familiar or close. Brilliant means smart. Diligent means hardworking. Passionate means showing or caused by strong feelings or a strong belief. Formal manner means when something is done seriously. And deep rooted means having in depth knowledge. Here are some idioms and phrasal verbs. Here are some idioms and phrasal verbs which could be used. To beat about the bush, to discuss a matter without coming to the point. Ended up means finally. Taken aback means make someone surprised. And struck me as means seemed a certain way. Here are two topics which you could practice, which could come for the cue card round or the part 2. One is describe a famous person whom you admire. Under that, you should say who this person is, what makes her or him famous, where does she or he live, and explain why you admire her or him. The second topic could be describe an occasion when you were surprised to meet someone you knew. You should say who the person was, where you met this person, what you did when you met, and explain why you were surprised to meet this person. Here are some general speaking tips that could help you to speak better. Find an English-speaking conversation partner. Make sure to listen as well as speak. Use a mirror. Record your practice conversation. Surround yourself with the English language. Practice with music and movies. First without subtitles, then with them. Watch and listen to audiovisuals in various accents. And practice reading aloud. It will help improve your pronunciation. With this, we come to the end of part 2 in the speaking topic, which is how to describe a person. Thank you very much and wish you all the best in your speaking practice.